Hi all, this is Parthiban Anand and today we are going to do something slightly different. You probably already know that in order to win the game of money, you have to understand its rules first. That's why we have so many videos explaining different rules of money. But for this video, we have chosen the most important rules of money and turned them into a series of videos. It's like a crash course on money management. If you want to master the game of money, then this video is going to teach you everything you need to know about money. Who is the fastest self-made billionaire ever? While it took Warren Buffett 55 years to join the Billionaires Club, Jay Walker literally did it in less than a year. He launched Priceline.com during the dot-com bubble, and his net worth instantly jumped from zero to billions. But that wasn't sustainable because when the bubble burst, his net worth crashed as well. While Buffett is still on the top of the list, and he doesn't seem to go anywhere anytime soon. That's the kind of wealth you want to build. The game of money isn't easy. It's tough, competitive, and ruthless. And if you don't know the rules, you were doomed to fail. The problem with most people is that they might work hard their entire lives, but end up poor at the end of the journey because they don't know how the game works. So if you want to find yourself on the other side of the coin, you better master the rules first. Number 1. Money does grow on trees. I'm sure that many of you have been taught the opposite. But the reality is that if you do not operate from this perspective you will be poor forever. You can't trade your time for money your entire life. That's why you need to plant trees that will earn you money when you are not there. It's not as easy as it sounds. Do you know how difficult it is to plant a tree first? You need to plant the seed, but the seed is useless. If it's not planted in a nutrient-rich soil, the tree isn't going to grow by itself. You need to watch it and take care of it. And it's definitely not going to grow overnight. Some trees literally grow for 1,020 or even 30 years, but once it grows up, it will keep producing fruits with minimum effort. The same goes to assets. Once you build up a business or save up enough to make a good investment, it keeps generating income even if you're not there. Because at some point you might get old or sick, you won't be able to sustain your job. So even if you're making like $500 an hour, you could get back poor instantly if you haven't planted enough trees in your garden. Next, there is no limit to how much you can spend. I remember when I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was on an extremely tight budget. I used to think that if I would be making even slightly more than I do now, I will start investing. But what ended up happening is that I just started spending more. In fact, when I started making multiple times more, all that happened is my expenses just kept getting higher and higher. If you do not budget and discipline yourself to stick to a certain budget, you won't be able to save money to invest. Even if you make like $100,000 a month. There are infinite ways you can spend that $100,000. So instead of constantly pushing that investing line higher and higher, discipline yourself to stick to a smaller budget. Elon Musk is an entrepreneur and business magnate. Musk is the richest person in the world. As of September 2021, if Elon Musk could survive on $1 a day in the United States, you will definitely survive with a few $100. Don't get me wrong. Enjoy the money you earn with your hard work, travel, or do whatever you desire. But stick to a budget that's lower than your income because you have to acquire assets. Stay tuned for the series of rules of winning the money game. Thank you. Signing off, Parthiban Anandan. For details contact Parthiban Anandan. Financial Service Professional, Golden Capital Services, LLC. 717-836-0414, info.goldencapitalservice@gmail.com